Hey y'all, welcome back to the Money Mindset channel, where we're all about mastering your money and building a brighter financial future. Today we're tackling a topic that's all too familiar for many of us: credit card debt. If you're feeling overwhelmed by credit card bills and struggling to make ends meet, know that you're not alone. But the good news is there's a way out. And in this video, we're going to break it down step by step so you can kiss that debt goodbye for good. So let's dive in. First off, let's keep it real. You got into credit card debt because you were not completely aware of the lure of that little piece of plastic. You didn't realize that you could really not afford those items that you bought. Or you just were not in the mindset that then was not the time for you to have that useless junk you desired. You just couldn't wait. So you just had to dive in at that moment, setting yourself up for the trap. Just keeping it real. Credit cards are for the impatient fool. It's a trap, y'all. Now there's only one way out of this credit mess: sacrifice. Yep, sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice the time and money that you would not when you should have. You should have waited the time and saved up the money to get those material things, but you didn't. Now, I will give you some tricks, but at the end of the day, you're now going to have to sacrifice. That's important. You have to be willing to do the time and money without doubt or hesitation. Your debt is real. You need to be real about your debt and stop playing. So the first step to overcoming any challenge is to face it head on. And credit card debt is no exception. So take a deep breath, gather your statements, and let's get really real about your debt. How much do you owe? What are the interest rates on your cards? And most importantly, what's your total monthly payment? Understanding the full scope of your debt is crucial for creating a plan to tackle it. So don't skip this step. Look at all those balances and admit that you were stupid. Once you got a clear picture of your debt, it's time to stop the bleeding. That means putting a halt to unnecessary spending and focusing on living within your means. Starting today. Not tomorrow, today. Cut back on non-essential expenses. Cook at home instead of eating out. And find creative ways to save your money wherever you can. Every dollar you save can go towards paying down the debt faster. So make it a priority. That's the sacrifice part. You're going to have to throw everything at that debt until it goes away. I don't want to do that. But if you don't, the debt will always be there. You have to get that in your mindset because it's real. You are stuck in debtor's timeout for now. When it comes to paying off credit card debt, there are two main strategies to consider: the snowball method and the avalanche method. With the snowball method, you focus on paying off your smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the rest. Once that debt is paid off, you roll the amount you were paying towards it into the next smallest debt and so on. The avalanche method, on the other hand, prioritizes paying off your debts with the highest interest rates first, saving you money on the interest over time. Choose the strategy that works best for you and stick to it. But you heard all that before, right? So let me tell you the truth. If you have any savings, you need to take it all and pay off the debt what you owe. Yeah, I know. Then you're going to be broke. Yet, you will be out of debt and ready to start over. Or borrow and pay it all off, leaving you with one loan to pay back. If you're juggling multiple credit card balances with high interest rates, consolidating your debt into a single loan with a lower interest rate could save you money and simplify your payments. Just be sure to do your research and read the fine print before committing to any consolidation offer. Stop crying, it is what it is. Now, believe it or not, your creditors may be willing to work with you to lower your interest rates or set up a more manageable payment plan. It never hurts to pick up the phone and ask. So don't be afraid to negotiate. Be humble and plead your case. You never know what those people will be willing to do to help your balance out. Hey, paying off credit card debt takes time and dedication, but trust me, it's worth it. No more bill collection calls, no more payments to make. Stay focused on your goals, celebrate your progress along the way, and don't get discouraged if setbacks occur. Remember, every payment brings you one step closer to financial freedom. Yeah, I make it sound easy, but I went through the process myself, I tell you. I had around $8,000 in credit debt one time, and I knew I was stuck, especially making minimum payments. You're never going to get out of that. So I went to one of those places and borrowed the $8,000. Yeah, you got to get your credit right before you go. But I paid off all that debt. I then started taking chunks of my paycheck to pay off that one loan. I had to sacrifice for about a year or so, and it was hard, but I finished it. And I promise you I will never go back to that crap. My credit score now is high as one goes, you know what I mean? And every credit card offer that comes in the mail gets ripped up and thrown straight in the garbage. No way you're going to get me in that trap again. And that's how you got to be thinking. And there you have it, folks. A roadmap to freedom from credit card debt. Follow these steps, stay committed to your plan, and before you know it, you'll be waving goodbye to debt and saying hello to a bright financial future. You can't be telling yourself, how am I going to have money in my pocket to do the leisurely things I want to do, and at the same time get rid of this debt? Well, you should have thought about that before you went buying that garbage that you really didn't need. Now all you can do is sacrifice. One way or the other, you're going to have to sacrifice. And if you get that in your mind, you'll be quicker to find a plan to help you get out of it. Now, I know I didn't give you specific ways to your situation, but I gave you the mindset that you have to have if you're ever going to conquer this trap that they put you in. Now, if you want to leave something in the comments to tell me more about your situation, I can give you some ideas of how to use what I've already given you to get rid of that debt. It's going to take a little bit of time, but all debt can be erased one way or the other with a little bit of time and a little bit of sacrifice. Now, if you find this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and strategies to master your money. Until next time, stay financially savvy. Thanks for checking out the Money Mindset channel.